wonder if we are live yet. Are we live? Let me know if we are. I think we are. I think we are. Yes, we are. Welcome to Shibuya, which has been taken over by a luxury fashion brand as well as one of Japan's most famous artists, I guess we can call her. And it's very crowded here. It's a Saturday night, sunset for exactly 7 minutes ago, so it's getting dark quickly. And tonight I am planning to go hunt for some nice Christmas lights here in Tokyo. So I'm starting here in Tokyo, in Shibuya, and I have a few places in mind, but as always, you never know where I will end up. I don't know myself. I have some ideas. We'll see if those turn out to be what happens or not. We'll see, we'll see. Let's see, I think I want to cross here. At least the first stop is going to be Miyashita Koen, since it's nearby. It's actually quite nice. Shibuya is much quieter with this ad, like it's on all the screens, and they also dominate the sound space, which I actually prefer this music or whatever you should call it, as opposed to the noise, which is usually what dominates here in Shibuya. Ray, you're clearly not in the target audience. Or I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to get. Some serious filming is going on here. That much I know. It is unusually crowded, Shibuya. Or maybe I just haven't been here in a Saturday night for quite some time. Who knows? Exactly. One single sound instead of dozens. And that's quite nice. Zakui 2, wow. You're pretty good at reading minds, I guess. Impressive. Anyway, let's start with Miyashita Koen, Miyashita Park. Is it just me, or is the camera unusually diagonal tonight? Oh, thank you, Geoff. Illumination Hunt Beer Fun. Yes, I will definitely drink beer tonight. Oh, I so crave a beer. Even though I had one last night, but last night was Friday. Now it's Saturday. I think it's okay to have beer both Friday and Saturday. Weather check. Yes, it's been very cold today. I mean, by Tokyo standards, of course. Currently 12 degrees. Let's see, can we go to focus? Yes, 12 degrees. Which is kind of cold. I'm wearing a thin down jacket tonight, actually, instead of my super thin windbreaker kind of jacket. let's go. Yeah, I don't know, is the... I think maybe camera is fine. Did you have a photo shoot today, T? No, I did not. I had one yesterday, but not today. Next one I have is... when is it? Sometime next week. Yeah, a little bit cold compared to what it's been like recently, but not compared to Sweden. It's still very pleasant here, I would say.
Please watch your step when getting on or off the escalator.
Yeah, if you have any requests, as always, feel free to let me know. But I'm planning to start here and then head over towards Harajuku and Omotesando area. I almost asked why it's an evening walk, but you realize it's Saturday. Yeah. I always enjoy from up here. Have you ever had a photo shoot that just didn't go well or as it was planned? Yeah, I have. I had one which actually went very bad because my client had their bags stolen during the middle of the photo shoot, and they were visiting Japan and they had their passports and everything in there. So that was that was not my most successful experience, and it's also actually one of the few times that I've had anyone like just experiencing theft here in Tokyo is extremely rare, but yeah, that happened during a shoot. That was a couple of years ago though. Yeah, they were not happy. And also the shoot itself was pretty bad. Like, we did it midday, so the sun was super harsh, and yeah, it was just not a great shoot. But fortunately that doesn't happen very often. Most of my shoots end well. Have I ever been to Hokkaido in the winter? Good questions. Good question. Have I? Maybe not. I don't think I have. No, I don't think I have. Was the bag ever recovered? I don't know. I never heard back from them after that. Wow. Big, what is this, dodgeball? It's clearly not beach volley. Yeah, so that's probably one of my, or maybe I would say my worst photo shoot, just because my client had such a terrible experience. Even if it wasn't my fault, but I still feel like a little bit of guilt. Warble. never heard Warball before. Is that a different name for dodgeball, or is it a different game altogether? Can everybody play in the park, or does it have some sort of membership? I don't know. I think you can't just jump in there and join. There's probably some sort of maybe you make a time booking or something, but I don't know. So, first Christmas illumination of the day, or of this stream, at least. Miyashita coin. Quite nice. What do you say? As always, I'm snapping a bunch of photos, and if I get any good ones, I'll post them in the wallpaper gallery. Of course, you know the drill by now. Okay, back in the clay. You know more than me. Thanks for clearing that up. But Red Hots, hello. Good to see you here. Let's see, what else? Did I get a super chat? Yes, Brad Ward, thank you. Fun for live streaming TV on a skateboard. That's, I'm not sure. That's probably not gonna be enough to cover the hospital bill I will need afterwards. $200 viewers. Welcome everybody. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Usually on Shibuya residents can participate. Ah, okay, yeah. If it is like something that's run by the municipality, that's sometimes the case. Some of the like public sports centers as well are only open for those who actually live in the ward, or sometimes people who live elsewhere have to pay more. How's Minnie doing? She's doing great. Yeah, we were in the park today. She was having a good time, and then we met Santa Claus. There was an event where you could meet Santa Claus, so we did that. Minnie was very shy, but I think she enjoyed it. We haven't taken her to any of these illuminations actually, which is a little bit of a bummer. I think she would like it a lot, but we tend to stay in our local area with her. There's some nice lights in Futakutamagawa that she likes, but we haven't really taken her to the city center or any of the illuminations here. I haven't seen any of the illuminations here in central Tokyo myself even, so that's something that I look forward to in this stream. Sorry, I'm a little bit focused on snapping photos. I think I will head back down the same way as I came from. Let's have a look here. There's lots of good, nice views from up here actually. Japanese don't celebrate Christmas. Well, Christmas is pretty big here, but it's basically just a commercial holiday. I mean, Japan is not a Christian country and has never been, so there's no like Christian heritage. So yeah, it's you know, you see Christmas decorations. A lot of the shops have like Christmas events and things like that, but yeah, it's mostly something younger people do, and it's a popular time for like to go on dates. But you don't really celebrate Christmas at home with your family. Not like that. That's not common here. Christmas sounds like Valentine's. Yeah, kind of. I mean, there's like Christmas trees in all the shopping malls and in many other public spaces as well. So it's not only like Valentine's, but yeah. It's fine. I mean, I kind of think it's mostly nice, especially now since I have a child. I think it's nice that I can kind of introduce her to the whole Christmas thing, even though we're here in Japan. No, I did not. I'm not planning to have KFC for Christmas, which is the typical Christmas food here in Japan. Where's Garfield? I don't know. Shibuya is doing a bunch of redevelopment, especially around Scramble Crossing. Yeah, well, basically Shibuya has been a construction zone for as long as I lived in Japan. Like, this place there's always some big project going on here. Like, yeah. When I came here 15 years ago, this building was not there. This building was not there. This building is also new. As well as a bunch of other ones. So yeah, Shibuya is always changing. Hanukkah, I don't think most people in Japan even knows what that is. Christmas, everybody knows. course, this whole Miyashita Park is also new. Wasn't here when I came to Japan, or back then it was a hill with a park on top. Now it's a shopping center with a park on top. Progress, I guess. So I think next stop will be Omotesando. And hopefully we can find a beer. I've already walked for 20 minutes, so I think I deserve a beer. I plan to make today's stream slightly on the longer side, maybe 2 hours or so.
그래도 뭐 느낌이 다르니까 있겠지.
I mean, the park within quotation marks is the part that I just showed you with, up on top of this. So no, it was newly built. But they did at least preserve, like there was a skateboard park in the old one as well. So they did preserve some of those things. Jenny, thank you very much. 0 o'clock, thank you. Yes, somewhere between here and Omotesando. Maybe I will see if I can have a beer at the same place where I got told off by some security guards. Beer break. Walk, maybe instead of counting cones, you can count Christmas tree. I mean, Christmas trees and cones are essentially the same thing anyway, so. So yeah, this view down this street was very different a couple of years ago, because all those high-rises that we see here are quite new. You mentioned changes. What's the best change so far when you live here? Difficult question. I think one nice change is that we got a new subway line shortly after I arrived. When I came to Japan first time, there was no Fukutoshin line. That was completed shortly after I arrived. So better infrastructure is always a big improvement, even though I can't say I'm using that line terribly often, but I think it made the Yamanote line a little bit less crowded, so that's a big win. Otherwise, I don't know, like I don't think that these changes are bad. It's part of what makes Tokyo so exciting, that things just changes here and the city constantly develops. Compared to, you know, any city in Sweden or Stockholm, for example, the pace of change is just much slower there, which in a way is nice, because I would feel a little bit sad if the city is completely different whenever I move back to Sweden, for example. But it also kind of makes it a little bit boring in a way. So I don't know. I like Tokyo. I like the fact that it's constantly changing. It makes it really exciting, and that, you know, they build weird things like this, and you know, you have lots of pretty interesting buildings and structures all over. Oh, do you hear it? It's the 5 o'clock tune. It really feels like it's later than 5 o'clock, doesn't it? But 5 o'clock. Another Christmas tree. The city is alive. Yeah, I think you can say that. The city feels alive in a very different way. This building wasn't here when I came to Japan. Got dark quick, yeah. After all, we're pretty far south, you know. Tokyo is on the same latitude as like, I think like North Africa. So when it gets dark quick. Weekend tea. Thank you, Skip. Happy weekend to all my viewers as well. I'm actually leaving Tokyo tomorrow morning. I'm going on a little trip. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I will, of course, stream at the place I'm going to, which is going to be vastly different from Tokyo. I can tell you that much. I think you will like it. We're quickly approaching 300 viewers. Yay, thank you. Great to see more and more people joining the stream. Copenhagen. Vastly different. Okinawa. No, I'm going to Okinawa in 2 weeks. But tomorrow I'm going somewhere else. Keep it a secret for now. I think, I'm pretty sure I haven't revealed to anyone where I'm going, so I think you will be a bit surprised to see. Will I be wearing my pink shorts? I will not. If anything, I will probably dress warmer than what I am doing right now. Sweden's pride and joy, Fjällräven, famous pumpkin backpack. I was very surprised when I first came to Japan and saw how extremely popular that backpack was here in Japan. I had no idea that it was used at all outside of Sweden. Have you ever visited Koyasan? I have not. I would love to, but I have not. Stick Street. E-scooters and e-bikes. Can you give us one hint? No. I mean, I already did. I told you that I will be wearing warmer clothes. So that's a hint. But I mean, you don't need to guess, because it's a place that most likely no one in the chat has ever heard of. So, okay, now I gave you 2 hints. It's cold and you don't know it. It is in Japan. Yes, it is in Japan. That much I can reveal. Oh, that's a fluffy dog. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people in the chat who has heard of Niigata, so no, it's not Niigata. You will see. You will see tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. You don't need to guess because you're not gonna get it right anyway. Yeah, Koya-san would be. I would love to go there. Give us another clue, like how long the train duration will be. I'm actually flying because to go there by train would probably take I don't know how long it would take, but maybe 7 to 10 hours. Let me think. I want beer. I think there's a conveni if I turn left further down here. Oh, look what they did. They put plants all over these things just because they don't want people to sit there. Oh, but this one is fine. Okay, good. Another Christmas tree? Are you keeping count, Ray? No hints. Busy night. Yeah, it is. It is. Cat Street. Busy night at Cat Street. On our way to Omotesando, where there's supposed to be more Christmas illuminations. Seven to 10 hours by Shinkansen. Well, or it could also be that the reason why it takes so many hours is because you can't go there by Shinkansen. Yeah, I don't think there is even a 7-hour Shinkansen trip to make. You would probably get, maybe. It would take longer than that to go all the way from Hokkaido to Kyushu for sure. It would. Anyway, let's beer. Where are we now? We are on Cat Street, which is between Shibuya and Omotesando. And I think we have a conveni down here, if I'm not mistaken. What time is it? It is 10 minutes past 5. $350 viewers. Nice. I hope that more than 300 of you are patient enough to let me have my beer break without leaving the chat. We shall see. It's dark already. Yeah, it's funny how many people are surprised over the fact that sunset is early in the winter in Japan. In Sweden it gets dark like 3 this time of the year. At least here it gets dark 4:30. Found the conveni. selection here. Too bad. Let's try this. This is some limited edition ale and pilsner blend. Sounds weird. How strong is it? 5%. Okay, let's try it. Second.
年齢確認のご身分証
ありがとうございます。どうぞ。
Okay, so let's head back down to Cat Street and sit down and have a little beer break. We're already 37 minutes into the stream. Yeah, ale and pilsner blend. It sounds weird. I like ale better than pilsner. Hundbussen approves. Okay, good to know. Let's see. Let's see what I think. To beer break. Dokodaro. Here maybe. I think this works. Yeah, this is a good beer break place, isn't it? Then you can do some people watching, which tend to be a good idea in terms of viewer retention during beer breaks. Advent calendar with Asahi beer. Haha. New beer every day. Nice. It would have been much nicer if it was some better beer than Asahi, but still, I like the idea. Okay, beer break time. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Kanpai. Viewers, great. Out of curiosity, so I cannot get any other Japanese beer other than Kirin Asahi where I live. How do they stack up? I don't know. I mean, I don't think those are bad beers. It's just that they're a little bit bland and plain. I personally prefer, I don't know, a bit more distinct flavors. How's the taste test? It's not bad. It tastes more ale than Pilsner, this one. That much I can say. But aftertaste is kind of like a little bit thin. But Not a bad one. Watch out for the community patrol. Yeah, let's see if they will come find me this time again. I don't even know if it's... I think that was like just because of COVID that you weren't allowed to drink here. And it was ironic since I was just drinking alone while streaming. But I don't know. Let's see. Maybe they will come tell me again. Yeah, public drinking in general is allowed, but there can be exceptions at certain spots. And yeah, during the state of emergency, I think all of Shibuya said that you were not allowed to drink on the streets. How come Japanese citizens are so thin? I don't know. I think it's probably mostly has to do with the diet here. In general, the food here is largely pretty healthy and the portions are on average a bit smaller than in the West. So that could be contributing factors. But other than that, yeah, I don't know if it's something genetically that also plays in, or I have no idea. What's the time there? How come it's already dark? Because sunset is 4:30 in the afternoon, and after sunset it gets dark. Yeah, in general you're allowed to drink pretty much anywhere in Japan. It's not like some countries in the West where you're not allowed to drink in public. Mixed with more active lifestyle. That I don't think. I don't think that people in Tokyo are on average very active actually. I think that compared to Sweden, I think people have on average a more active lifestyle in Sweden actually than here. So I don't think it has to do with that, but my guess would be that it has to do with yeah, the food habits. Yes, Elena, I saw that Nikuman sign. It's ridiculous and embarrassing, and I hope that as many people as possible complain to the Lawson headquarters, because that sign was just... It was offensive, but not because it was aimed towards foreigners. It was offensive because it was so stupid. Did you arrive at your photo shoot venue on time yesterday? Yes, I did. Thank you for your concern, Brandon. Yes, I made it on time. And it turned out to be a very nice photo shoot. So it was all good. All good. Yeah, in Japan, I think healthy food is not more expensive than junk food on average. I mean, it depends, but even the cheap food here is relatively healthy. So, yeah. So about that Nikuman issue, it's a little bit difficult to explain, but basically it was a photo that got a lot of traction on Twitter yesterday. It was from a convenience store, and I think it was from a Lawson, and it was a handwritten sign sitting on the Nikuman the machine that steams the Nikuman buns. And it said in Japanese, it said, foreigners, it's not allowed to point and say kore. Kore means this in Japanese. So if you don't know any Japanese, if you just with very, very limited Japanese want to explain which product you want, that's kind of what you would do. You would just point, say kore, or if you have a little bit more manners, you would say koro kudasai. But the thing is that a lot of Japanese do this as well. But yeah, it was just so hilarious because if it's towards non-Japanese people, then writing a sign like that in Japanese makes zero sense, right? And yeah, it was also like, okay, so it's okay to point and say kore if you're a Japanese. Is how you would interpret that sign, or how you could interpret that sign as well, because it said that it was only forbidden to do so if you're a foreigner. So yeah. Are the Japanese people happy for the success World Cup in Qatar? I don't know. I don't have any friends who are interested in football, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm done with my beer. Let's continue our chase for pretty lights. I'm sure you can find that that tweet and that photo if you Google it. Be creative with your Googling and you should find it, like Japan, Nikuman, foreigner or something, and you might find it. コンビニでビールと肉まん買ってきます。ああ、美味しいね。いいね。乾杯しましょうか。I saw some comments. I don't know, Elena. Most of the comments I saw responding to that tweet in Japanese was very, yeah, they were making fun of it or mocking it, or they just thought it was very stupid. And a lot of people said that they were gonna call the kind of Lawson customer hotline and complain about it. Busan, don't Japanese people sit, stand and walk around more than a typical Swede? I don't know. I don't think so. I think a lot of people here also, they just, you know, wake up, commute to work, sit at their desk, commute home, play Switch or watch Netflix and sleep. I mean, I think there's people like that everywhere. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done with my beer, so let's go. I mean, you will always find people like that in every country. Like, oh, you're in France now, speak French. Was actually one of the first things that I ever got told by anyone when I went to France, because I tried to speak English to someone, and yeah, you have that kind of people everywhere. But I think most people here in Japan are very friendly and understanding and don't expect tourists to speak the Japanese language, and they want to do what they can to be as accommodating as possible. So yeah. are approaching more pretty lights. But in this channel you can only speak English, Japanese or Swedish. Yeah, well, I think that needs to be a bit relaxed. But it's kind of, it gets a bit weird if people are starting to have like conversations that most other people in the chat can't understand. Like, I mean, there are better places for that kind of conversations. Rightening post, that's the kind of comment that a lot of people said as well. Like, well, like lots of Japanese people responding to that thread were like, yeah, well, when I travel abroad, I don't know the language and I do things like that. So, like, okay, so are people who don't speak Japanese supposed to not eat at all? Anyway, Omotesando, pretty lights. And I think, as always, this pedestrian bridge is probably closed off because that's what they usually do during the Christmas illumination. I guess that they are not confident in how safe this bridge is. Yep, we're not allowed to. There's a woman with a lightsaber blocking the bridge. I think most Japanese who saw that sign was offended because they don't want to come across as that unfriendly to non-Japanese speakers. Most people here are very kind and understanding and do whatever they can to make communication possible regardless of language barriers. Beautiful lights here. Yeah, I think so too. Ray, I haven't noticed this before, but this building is basically a cone or a Christmas tree. Very nice. Biggest cone ever. Yeah. So the question is, where should I walk after reaching Omotesando station? What I'm thinking is to continue towards Roppongi. because Roppongi also has some very nice Christmas illuminations, and maybe we will also get a glimpse of Tokyo Tower. There's also Tokyo Midtown nearby. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, definitely Christmas or definitely traffic jam here. Let me know if you have any other suggestions other than Roppongi.
还没走啊，走啊走。
I'm not sure, did the chat freeze? Or is everybody just very quiet? It looks like the chat froze on my streaming phone. But it is working on my second phone. That's a bit annoying. I haven't had that problem since my old Streamlabs days. You are enjoying the view. That's good to hear. But usually there's also always a bit of activity going on in the chat, so I always get a bit suspicious when there's like no new chat message for a minute. Then that's usually a sign that something's wrong. Do you and your family celebrate Christmas? Yeah, we are. We have a little Christmas tree in our house or in our apartment, and we will give Mini Explorer a few Christmas presents. But that's about it, I think. Nothing special, no big celebrations or anything like that. I mean, if possible, it's always nice to go back to Sweden for Christmas, but flight prices are so expensive right now, so that's not an option. know that actually Minato-ku starts here. That was a bit of a surprise. Minato-ku is one of the most expensive areas in central Tokyo. But yeah, now I need to dig out the phone every time I want to check the chat. Does Yoyogi have anything going on? You mean in the park? I don't know. Park is usually pretty quiet at night, I think. But yeah, it's within walking distance for sure. It's just down this street for 10-15 minutes and you will be at Yoyogi Park. Another Christmas tree. Ray, are you keeping count? Gary, your Christmas tree is about 60 centimeters long. It's even tinier than ours then. I think ours is maybe 1 meter or a little bit more than that. It's a fake plastic one from IKEA, of course. Having a real Christmas tree here in Japan is both expensive and a hassle. So we just passed the 1 hour mark. 300 something viewers. Oh look, here's a new... I haven't seen this before. It's a new screen. It's very overexposed though. Let's see. There we go. I will continue this way. Oh, it's so annoying to have a broken chat actually. That looks like a very nice Christmas tree though. I will cross here just so that you can see the view. you didn't know, we are next to Omotesando station here. I will now continue towards Roppongi. Hej Daniel! Hej hej! Jag är vid Omotesando station. Jag började i Shibuya och jag är på väg mot Roppongi nu. I started in Shibuya and I'm heading towards Roppongi. This is indeed a very nice Christmas tree. Restart the stream. Thanks for the suggestion, but no. I think it's just a minor inconvenience for me, but I don't think I should make more than 300 people suffer by restarting the stream. I don't think it's worth it. It's not that much of a hassle. In a way, it's kind of nice because then I can focus on what's going on around me a little bit more without getting too distracted by all the chat messages. Tacos and crepe. No, that's not something that I want right now. And has more lights this year. I think so, because now the whole pandemic is starting to, they're not discouraging people to go out and meet anymore. So it's quite nice. Life is slowly coming back to normal. Or slowly. It actually now with the borders open, it quickly feels like Japan is back to what it was pre-pandemic. I'm not saying it's all good, but on a personal level, I've never noticed this weird entrance before. Here's a house for sale in Nishiazabu for 223 million yen. What a steal! That's about $2 million US. A little bit less, maybe 1.5. But very expensive by Tokyo standards. Completely out of reach for the average Tokyo resident. Yeah, it's very weird. Would you really make that kind of investment based on a notice posted on a sign on the street? I don't know. If I was looking to buy something like that, I would probably look elsewhere. But surprisingly often you see this in Tokyo, that they put places like that on yeah, just street lights. The Prada building, also quite iconic structure. I think it's pretty cool. Interesting shrines, temples you can walk by. Don't know any around here, to be honest. It's fine to shoot at those kind of places. There's no etiquette saying that you shouldn't shoot people who are like worshipping or praying. But other than that, it's generally fine to take photos at shrines or video. Oh, so other people are also having problems with the chat today. I see. That's interesting. Yeah. The chat here on my streaming phone is also stuck. This is indeed a very fancy area. I guess this is Minami Aoyama, which is one of the fanciest addresses in central Tokyo, I would say. It's very, very expensive to live around here. By the way, I am planning to do a Patreon-only stream later tonight, after this stream, obviously. So, if you're interested in joining that, make sure to check the Patreon page. I will post the link. I'll set up the stream and post the link as soon as this stream is over. And if you're not yet a Patreon member but want to join, there's still time to do so if you want to join the Patreon-only stream. That's Roppongi Hills over there. And I think, yeah, we can also see the tip of Tokyo Tower, that little orange thing over there. 1% real estate commission on $2 million is 20,000. Yeah, true. And I think actually agents' commission here in Japan is not 1% but 3%. So yeah, it's definitely a significant amount. We're getting closer to 400 viewers. It looks like we are. Great. Then we're almost halfway to a face reveal. Because the challenge is still on. 1,000 views at the same time and I will do a face reveal. So you should still tell all your friends and your relatives and your friends' friends to come join the chat. question is, I'm not really sure where to walk from here. What's the best way to get down to Roppongi? Don't walk around here terribly often. Looks like this is a pretty safe bet, just following this road, because there's basically a big cemetery between me and Roppongi. But this road should be the best way to get through that. I will arrive up at mid. Wait, what? Uh-oh, okay. The GPS is confused. I was walking the completely wrong direction. Stupid GPS. Should be walking this way to get to Roppongi as well as Tokyo Midtown. Sorry, but good that I noticed it so quickly. ここはどこですか？ここは南青山です。根津美術館、そう、これ根津美術館ですね。根津 Museum。いや、根津 Museum。Actually, I think there's also another way to get to Roppongi from here, which is more like through residential streets, but I'm a little bit wary about getting too lost right now. Daniel, you were on a train to Ueno. Okay, so I just passed Omotesando and Minami Aoyama, and now I'm heading towards Roppongi. That's where I am, Daniel. I'm not sure if the cemetery is open, and even if it is, I'm not sure, like walking through there now, I generally don't feel super comfortable streaming from cemeteries, so yeah, I try to avoid it if I can. There's just something about it that rubs me the wrong way. Over there is Roppongi Hills, but maybe, because I did this walk once before, and I think it might have been this street that I walked, which was quite nice. Okay, yeah, but no, it's not really. It's a bit of a detour to walk that way anyway, so I'll just stick to this big road for now. This part is maybe not terribly interesting, but shoganai. I'll just try to get to Roppongi quicker. ビールブレイク終わりましたよ。もうビール飲んだ。今ちょっとおしっこしたいけどちょっと大変。Ah, here's the cemetery. Yeah, it's a bit too dark. This bridge is nice. It's very quiet and peaceful here. Maybe because we're surrounded by dead people. Have you ever felt unsafe walking anywhere in Tokyo or maybe in broader Japan? Not really, no. I haven't. There's been a few situations where I've felt a little bit uncomfortable because I've been streaming. But yeah, other than that, no, not really felt unsafe anywhere. Tokyo Tower! Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. In general, yeah. Especially if you're a man. I have female friends who don't feel so safe here, which kind of makes sense. But as a man in Japan, you're pretty safe, yeah. I mean, it's safe for women too, but not as safe. We are heading to Nogizaka Station, Tokyo Midtown. We are, indeed. You're very right. Zakui. We are indeed heading towards Midtown, which is also supposed to have some nice winter illuminations. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like afraid walking through the cemetery. It's not about that. It's more about I feel that it's not okay to stream at a place like that. That's more why I would be hesitant to walk through the cemetery while streaming. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind. Cemetery, Tokyo Tower, Roppongi Hills. Can you imagine how much this cemetery must be worth? Like the land value. Must be insane. This is one of the most expensive areas of Tokyo. And you have this vast, massive cemetery. Look, Tokyo Tower, the top is sparkling. How nice. Toilet coming up on the right. Oh, really? Was that a toilet I just passed? Damn it! I kind of need to go to the bathroom actually after that beer. We can go back, but going back is boring. I prefer not to do that. That's Tokyo Midtown. Lights on this bridge at least. Yeah, synthetic soul. You captured my feelings pretty well with those words. Yes, Ray, I think we have a lot of nerds among my viewers as well. People who look at airplane maps and following me on Google Maps and whatnot. That's what I enjoy so much. Thank you, Jen Free. If there's any toilets Kaisatsugai, that would be nice. That would be nice. I like the Smiths quote. I used to be a huge fan of the Smiths back in the days. I mean, I still like them, but I don't really listen that much to them these days. Great song though. The Cemetery Gates. Oh, thank you. This end of station, exit 5 or 6, there are toilets at bottom of the stairs, Kaisatsugai. Thank you, Jen Free. Okay, I think thanks to that little piece of advice, you significantly extended the length of today's stream because I'm getting in a pretty bad shape. So let's see, exit 5 and 6. Which side is that? 6. Where's exit 5? Looks like I'm already on the wrong side. Ah, yeah, looks like there's a public bathroom 3 minutes from my current location. Wonderful. I really hope that's true. Next to a little park over here. So let's do that. Wonderful. Thank you, Jan Free. But I think I found an easier option. There's a little park over here that's supposed to have a public toilet. I have the best viewers in the world who help me find a toilet when I desperately need one. Thank you. Am I? Okay, so it's on this side over here. Okay, got it. Then I think I need to walk down these steps. Yeah, let's walk down here. Or maybe not. Not sure. This is where I should be heading. The place is a bit confusing. Maybe. I think this is right. Yeah, well, Morrissey has been Morrissey for quite a long time, hasn't he? Yeah, there's supposed to be a little park very close to my current location. Probably over there. Up here. The question is, how do I get there? Maybe here? This is a shrine though. I'm not sure if this is what I'm looking for. Maybe. Oh yes, it's here. Wonderful. Okay, so I'll switch off the camera and the sound for a minute or two while getting in a much better shape. Hey, I'm back and I feel so good. Thank you for your patience. Let's continue the walk. Oh, that was a lifesaver. That was a lifesaver for me. Thank you, dear bathroom. Oh, I got a new member during my toilet break. Wonderful. That means that it's a very good new member. If you choose that moment to join my channel. Thank you so much, Synthetic Soul. Appreciate it. Toilet in Japan is always around the corner. Yeah, that is true until you really desperately need one. Then they tend to have a tendency to be surprisingly difficult to find sometimes. But yeah, it's all good now. It's all good now. So, we're heading towards Tokyo Midtown. One thing that I always enjoy about Tokyo Midtown is that there's also the Fujifilm gallery, which is very nice if you're a fan of Fuji's cameras, which I am, even though I don't own one at the moment, but I still like their cameras a lot. And I think they're one of the most interesting camera companies right now. And yeah, one thing you can do at the Fuji camera gallery is they have like samples of all their current cameras in there. If you want to try one out, you can do that. I won't be going there on the stream, of course, but if you're a camera nerd visiting Tokyo, that place is worth a look. And they usually have pretty interesting photo exhibitions as well. Battery is down to 50% now, so we stream for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I think today's stream will be another 30 minutes or so maybe, because then I'm gonna head back home and probably do the Patreon only stream back in Futakot Hamagawa is what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. Maybe if I find a nice place to sit down here, I might do the Patreon only stream around here. Fujifilm makes a lot of things, yeah. Can't say I'm terribly interested in photocopy machines, but they do make pretty great cameras. Roppongi Hills is peeking at us. XT30, one of your best friends. I see. Yeah. XT30 is a nice camera. I used to have an XT3, and actually a lot of the videos on this channel, before I started doing live streams, I shot most of the videos on this channel with the XT3. But since then I've just been switching to lighter and lighter and simpler gear. And these days I'm only using my iPhone. So we reached Tokyo Midtown. More pretty lights should be on display around here. What am I thinking about having for dinner? I don't know. I haven't thought much about it, to be honest. Depends. If I'm gonna eat in front of the camera, then I want something that's relatively easy, like a bento or something portable. But not sure. Maybe I'll just have another beer on camera and eat after. Is this a Christmas tree? It's decorated like one. It's sponsored by Netflix. Yeah, maybe so sad convenient dinner again. I often do that when I stream just because it's so stream friendly. I don't have sad convenient dinners very often otherwise. I guess the view might be nice from this bridge. Let's see. Now it's a little bit annoying that my streaming camera isn't showing the chat. don't know. Maybe I'm making the image a little bit too dark today. Let's change. Let's make it a little bit brighter. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's continue.
はい、通路では立ち止まりご遠慮ください。
Watch your step.
There are no electricity problems in Japan. High cost. Not like in Europe, not yet, but they have. I think here in Japan they can only raise the consumer prices once or twice per year, I think. So they have announced that they will increase electricity prices and gas prices next spring. And they also requested people and businesses to be mindful and try to conserve energy if possible. But apparently the people who are behind this light show, they don't really care much about it. This looks interesting. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have here. I don't know. We will have copyright issues because of that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
It's random as fuck.
Yeah, I kind of want to take my daughter to this. I think she would enjoy it. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised because it's not that crowded. Okay, sorry, I could not check the chat at all, so let me see what it says now. So how does the Japanese Christmas illumination compare to those in your countries? Let me know in the chat. I think this was quite nice. I want to take my daughter here. She would like it. Then, of course, after watching the pretty lights, if you want to go for some ice skating, you can do that too. So I'm thinking about where to walk from here. Yeah, let's take a look at the ice skating rink. If we can. I think if we can get up on this bridge, we should have a pretty nice view. And there's a very nice little park down here too, which would be perfect for a second beer break. The tower, no? I shouldn't forget about you. People living in this tower must have a very nice view of all the spectacles going on down here. Not sure how interesting that was. People riding ice skates. Second beer and ice skating. That would be fun but dangerous. But mostly fun. But I'm pretty sure that you're not allowed to drink beer while ice skating. let's continue towards Roppongi Crossing. I think I will make I think I will just walk through Tokyo Midtown actually. Hopefully no one will get mad at me. Hello commercialism. Maybe I can get a drink here. Well, surprisingly good, yeah. Other than that the chat broke, it's been holding up pretty well so far. Knock on wood. I'm sure it's gonna break down like just as we reach Roppongi Crossing or something. So here's the Fujifilm Square. That's what it's called. It's a pretty nice place. Mecca of Fujifilm fans, absolutely. Absolutely. Also a pretty good place for Christmas Illumination fans. we just passed the 2-hour mark. That's time flies, especially when you're having fun. Let me see. I'm thinking about where to go from here, and also kind of need to wrap things up relatively soon. I actually think that I will, let's see, I will wrap things up over here in front of the view of Tokyo Tower, and then I will save the rest of the Roppongi Illuminations for another stream, so I don't burn all the bridges at one go, because I don't want to rush through the rest. There's quite a lot of further things to see around here, but yeah, time is moving a little bit too fast, so. Speaking of Fujifilm and cameras, might be a random question, but I'm curious, what's your technique to change lenses when outdoors and avoid dust sensor contamination? I honestly don't care. I don't have any strategy. I mean, I wouldn't like lay down on a beach and try to change lenses in the middle of the sand, but other than that, you know, I don't really care. I change lens whenever I want, and during all my years as a photographer, I've never had any serious problems with it. Sometimes I have dust on the sensor, but usually you don't even notice that, and worst case you can just go to a place and get the sensor cleaned. But yeah, it's not a big deal to me. If it happens, it happens. But yeah, I'll just walk down a little bit further here so that we get the nice view of Tokyo Tower. Not caring is also a thing. Yeah, I mean, I see my cameras as tools for work. I use them to make money. I change them on a regular basis, so I don't care. But if you know, if you're more like a hobbyist and the camera is a big investment of your private money, I understand if you want to be a bit more careful, maybe. I need to cross this street somehow. I do want to say goodbye to you with the view of Tokyo Tower. And yeah, I am planning to do a Patreon only stream a little bit later, but I will go back to Fusako Tamagawa first and probably just do a little beer stream at the river. Alternatively, I don't know, would you get mad at me if I wait another day and do the Patreon only stream tomorrow at my secret special destination? Actually, that might be a good idea. Then I can show you the room, because I'll be staying at a pretty spectacular place. I might have to do that. We'll see. There's Tokyo Tower. Do you see Tokyo Tower? Just cross here. Two Patreon streams about special place. Yeah, I think I might do that. Now it feels like I'm just doing it because I have to, kind of. Maybe it's better to do it tomorrow. Then I'm gonna give you something special. So I don't... Yeah, I think that's the better option actually. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so if I'm crossing the street, I can't wave goodbye in front of Tokyo Tower. Going back. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you all in another stream. Maybe not everybody tomorrow, I'm not sure. But there will definitely be another stream within the coming 3 days. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye. Auf Wiedersehen und mata ne.